Give out Elohim, the Elohim of Israel, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Yahweh Shasu, Cover Key, Yahweh Shah, Hamasiyah, Emmanuel, everything for the baptism of the name according to the scriptures, Acts 2:38, Acts 8:12, Acts 16, Acts 10:48, Acts 10:5, Romans 3 for the word saying, no name given in heaven, now salvation of the name of mankind shall be saved by, but mean delivered by the name of the Most High God's Son, man, what word of power. Within the Most High for you on YouTube, Facebook, broadcast in the temple, we greet you Shabbat Shalom. Within the Most High for another Sabbath day, for this day Yahweh has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. To my left is Yahshua Breeder. Amen. And within the Most High for this Sabbath day, within the Most High for things transpiring, things going on, everything going on the way the Most High wants it to go on. They the Most High, everything transpired. The world, the uproar. They got spy balloons in the sky, Pentagon shooting down everything. They set up plastic rice. Can't find water that was seed in it. All boys, a great time to live alive right now. It's a great time to be alive. Knowing all these things should come to pass. The Most High said this word. Through God's Son, man, where this is the beginning of what? Sorrows. Go store buy some eggs. If you ain't got $6, $7, go store buy no eggs. If you ain't pushing about $6, $7, don't do it. You might get you a half a carton by 6. You want a whole, you better bring 8. Now, what gets me is this out. How is eggs $8 a carton, but part of wings on sale now for 99 cents a pound? Don't take the egg to make the chicken. So you go charge the upper leg for an egg, but bird is cheap. Probably Super Bowl weekend, probably. Probably what is it? Super Bowl weekend, you sell chicken dirt cheap, and then we go with it back to $20 a pack again. Huh? Might be red meat. Okay, I got you. I was wondering what's transpiring around here. Everybody complaining about how the Pentagon ain't doing their job. How old man Biden, he's about 500 years old now. He can't walk right. He fall down when he walk. And he can't do the Congress no more. It's just all kinds of stuff going on. But the Most High already told us things going to happen. And he got folks that voted for Biden in his truth. He credit told me don't vote for nobody who ain't your what? He ain't your brother. So how can you be in this truth and vote for an Edomite to be over you? The problem with Israel today, we ain't sticking with Yah. We don't stick with Yah. Whatever Yah tells us to do, whatever Most High commands to do, we don't stick with that. We go all across the world and stick with everything the world do, besides sticking with the Most High Yah say do. And we're looking at the scriptures today. How people in captivity who kept the law stuck with Yah, and Yah brought them out. Because they stuck with them. Let's go quickly to the book of Ecclesiastes. Going to the Apocrypha this Shabbat. I don't too much like to say the word Apocrypha because we have a King James Version, 1611 Bible. King James Version Bible, you'll see already this Bible comes with the Apocrypha made in it. So it's just 81 books. You have to go by the Apocrypha just by this Bible right here. 1611 King James Version Bible. We call it Quaker Bible because the Bible itself is written mostly in Roman numerals. Mm-hmm. So if you buy one of these right here, you want to go to the little hardback book or none of that. You can buy one of these, be content with it. But we're going here today. Ecclesiastes, I meant to say. Chapter 27. You're talking about sticking with Yah this Shabbat. Because everybody ain't trying to stick with Yah. People say, I want to hold on to the Most High holy hand. Oh, I love the Creator. He's a good Elohim. But the Most High say, if you love me, you keep what? My commandments. We know already Christianity, you break today already. This fourth commandment, you don't keep it. You don't keep the Shabbat. That's how to go over, y'all. Ecclesiastes chapter 27. You break the Shabbat already. This day you break from the door. But yet you claim you love the Creator. You don't keep this day at all. You said, well, right now buying catfish. Buying party wings. Marinate them for tomorrow. So-called Super Bowl, Super Sunday. You might make it to Super Sunday. You break all the Most High laws to benefit your flesh and say, yet you love him. And go tomorrow on the first day of the week and buy that for Sissy Bourget, God of wood and stones. But we're talking sticking with Yah this Shabbat. Watch these scriptures. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 27, start verse 1. Oh, and before you start reading, all your core T's out there is watching. Please wrap your head according to the scripture. The 1 Corinthians 11th chapter.
Verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Many have sinned for a small matter.
Many have what?
Sin.
What is sin? The transgression of the law. Many have broke the law for a small matter. Broke the law for a small thing.
And he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away.
And he that seeks for more things will turn his eyes away. A righteous person don't put forth bribes. A righteous person don't do things of the world and break the Most High law and say, I'm holy still. We don't do that if you're sticking with Yah. That's why Samuel asked them when they want a king. He said, who ox or ass have I taken? Who have I bribed? Who have I deceived? He asked that question. They couldn't answer him. They said none. Go ahead.
As a nail sticketh fast between the joining of the stones, so does sin stick close between buying and selling.
You see how that is? You know, you put a nail in something hard, sometimes come out and nail, bring a nail out. He said, you sinning is like buying and selling. And we know on Shabbat, you can't do what? You can't buy, sell, trade. We understand your point when you say sticking with sin is like buying, selling. Buying, selling, and trade is one of the top things Israel always done. He said, but if you sinning, if you don't want to be holy, you just like that. You stuck. Nehemiah got a whole chapter 13 chapter about smoke breaking the law with buying, selling, and trade on the Shabbat. That was sin dudes. I always tell you, sin is like a turtle. It's underwater. It goes in for a minute, chill out, you don't see it, but eventually the little head poop right up. You got to get oxygen, because what's in you come out of you. Go ahead.
No. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh, his house shall soon be overthrown.
Look at that. If you're a man, and if you want these laws and commandments, your house will be overthrown. You're going to see. Look at that brother over there in, with Joseph. When that sin. His house wasn't perfect. His whole house died because of that. Look at Dawid. We broke that law. His whole house was against him. Son killed son. Son raped daughter. Huh? All that transpired. Once you start breaking these laws, that sin's like a cancer, man. That Most High told Yahshua, keep saying out of what? Keep out the count. Your whole house will be overthrown if you start walking right. Though the book said from the door, how can a man run the Most High house if he can't run his own house? If you don't have your house in order, you unqualified, man. Your house all buck wild. Your son over here, a big time drug dealer standing with you. Your wife around here doing this right here. Your daughter doing this right here. All going on in your house, you still holler shallow one. The Most High said, no, man, you can't do that. Don't be in my household. It's qualifications to be in my house. Your children got to be a certain way. Your wife got to be a certain way. You got to be a certain way. Go read 1 Timothy 3rd chapter of the Most High say the qualifications. There has to be a holy household. Walking up right before the Most High Yah. Because if it don't, it's going to overthrow you. It's going to overtake you. Watch this. Read on.
Amen. As when one sifteth with a sieve, the refuse remaineth, so the filth of man is in his talk.
Uh-huh.
The furnace proveth the potter's vessel, so the trial of man is in his reason.
Read the verse again.
So the furnace proveth the potter's vessels.
Uh-huh.
So the trial of man is in his reasoning.
You want to be proven how you holy or not? The Most High said he's going to trial. He told you already you'll be tried by what? Fire. It's pure gold. People, why you going through it for? Because something in you will come out of you. You ain't holy yet. He'll come through the same trial over and over again. I don't care where you go to or who you with, you go through that same problem continuously in your life because you ain't been purged of it. You go to, I don't care how many 12-step program you go to, it's an alcoholic. If you ain't purged from an alcoholic, that bottle will come back to you again, and again. You say, he's staying in rehab. Why? He ain't been delivered yet. They stay in jail. Why? They ain't been delivered yet. They say he can't keep no woman, she can't keep no man. Why? They ain't been delivered yet. It ain't the other person, it's you. And the Most High is showing, unless you can come together, go through this trial as fire, you're going to go through the same thing over and over again because you got to be what? Purified. You got to be purified. We got to be cleaned up for the kingdom. Shaul said, count these light afflictions. We go through things like this. Everybody, it's so hard on me. He said, I will put them on you. Can what? I can't put it on you then. We'll go through it though. If you're in line with this word, prepare for that. Go ahead.
The fruit declares if the tree have been dressed, so is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of man.
Go ahead.
Praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men.
And we know for doing that, don't we? Glorify somebody, don't know what's in them. Glorify somebody, don't know where their heart at. Our Highness is a good person, don't know nothing about the person. Stop putting people before the Most High. Come on.
If thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her and put her on as a glorious long robe.
If you do what?
Follows righteousness.
If you follow righteousness. Now, let's see the opposite of that. Let's go to the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter. Come stick with y'all. If you follow righteousness, it shall be with you. That's what he said. Now go to Genesis 4. And let's see the opposite. If you don't follow righteousness, what happened to you? Start verse 1. The first book of Moshe.
The book of Genesis chapter 4, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife,
and
she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Uh-huh.
And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
Now look at this. These boys are giving Most High cold sacrifice. Excuse me. This is their sacrificial offering. Process of time. They got older. They done grown up now. Adam told them what to do. Now they finna do their first major sacrifice. Now the earth is cursed. The ground. But Cain gonna bring Most High something that's already cursed. But the other boy, Abel, he gonna bring the Most High something that's a blessing. And he brought Most High his what? His first. Putting Elohim first. The best he got. What will transpire?
And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect.
He didn't want it. You say, I'm looking for the Most High. You could be praying and fast. Most High say, I ain't getting that because he knows really your heart. Try to stick with y'all this Shabbat. Try to encourage your mind to stay holy all the time. The Most High knowing your outer appearance don't move the Most High. I don't agree a lot of things that a lot of people teach. But one thing I love about Bishop Nate, IUIC, everybody take a minute. Don't fall for that shalom. He like, y'all brothers, y'all co-team, don't fall for that shalom. He said all the time. Y'all hear that shalom, y'all just melt. Y'all hear that shalom, or co-team, y'all just melt. He said, don't fall for that. That outer appearance deceive you every time. This man outer appearance look righteous. He looked good. He got the Most High. He brought the Most High offer. He thought it was better than 100. He gave it to the Most High. The Most High said, what is this? You gonna bring me a curse? And get mad because I don't want it? Read on.
And Cain was very wroth.
He was what?
Wroth.
You mad at Elohim because he don't want your wickedness. Look at the heart of people. They show you something wrong with that child inside. He mad at the Creator because the Creator didn't want what he brought him. We told you earlier, it said, if thou follow righteousness, thou shalt obtain her and put her on as a glorious long robe. Here's the opposite of following righteousness. You get mad at Elohim because he don't want what you bring him. Sardine. in a cup, crushed up with some candy yams, crushed up with some olives, crushed up with some tuna fish, crushed up with canned chicken. Say, eat that. Would you eat that?
Yeah, that.
I'm not gonna bring about nothing I can eat myself. You're gonna bring the Creator something he don't want and get mad because he rejected. But the book said he accepted Abel, the younger brother, offering. Now this brother's mad because both of them will be holy and both of them will be righteous, but the Most High reject one and receive the other one. Come on.
And his countenance fell.
Oh, and his demeanor dropped.
And Yahweh said unto Cain,
What do you say to him?
why art thou wroth?
What you mad for? What you mad about? If you so righteous, why you always mad? I always told you, everything is 99% mental, 1% physical. So if a man thinking, the book said what?
So is he.
If you got a person that always thinks negative more than positive, is a negative person. You all can put out what's in you. A person thinking more positive than negative is a positive person. This brother right here is thinking totally negative. And the Creator put him aside and said, what's wrong with your boy? What's your problem? What's your malfunction, they see? If you do good, good will do what?
Wow.
It'll follow you. Did the book just say that? Verse 8. Ecclesiastes chapter 27, verse 8. If thou follow righteousness, thou shalt attain her and put her on as a glorious long robe. The Creator didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
He just told him, if you do good, it will what?
Follow.
The book just said the same thing. If you do good.
Yeah.
Sometimes why we stay sick all the time. Why we always having problems in our body. Or we always having problems in our spirit and on our jobs and in our household with our bills, with our finances. Look, examine our own lives and see what's going on with us. If you do good, good, he says, my desire, you know what? The kingdom. He said, beloved, all things I desire should prosper, be good, health, and your soul shall prosper. And the Creator said, Creator changed his mind about that. I desire you should prosper and be in good health as your soul shall prosper. Do the Creator say? And he said, if you do good, good will follow you. Read on.
If thou wroth and thy countenance fallen,
Mm-hmm.
if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Mm.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
It does what?
Lieth at the door.
It's waiting for you. And what it's going to do is wait for you.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
You're going to take over you. You're going to desire sin. Everything's wicked. Excuse me. Anything evil, you're going to have a desire for that. You're going to start having a desire more for wickedness than righteousness. Things that you know is wrong, your flesh going to say, go ahead and do it anyway. That's your desire going to be at when you're not sticking with God. The Most High trying to tell this young man, these are the things you need to do to obtain eternal life. He like, nah, man, I ain't hearing that. It will stick to you. It's a difference between committing a sin and being a sinner. A sinner is someone who practices sin. A person who sin can repent of sin. My little children, sin not. But if you do sin, 1 John 2:1. If you do sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Yahweh Shah, Hamasiyah, the righteous one. It's a difference between practicing sin and being a sinner. John the Baptist had the Ruach, but he denied him. His faith left him. He was not a sinner. He did not practice sin, but he had a problem with his spirit. And he was for the Ruach HaKodesh. He was a prophet. He the one prophesied about the coming of the Messiah. Told people, come be baptized. Then told him, who told you to flee from the wrath to come? A whole generation of what? Vipers. Even with that, his spirit got shaken. And the book tell you, if you let sin overtake you, it will do what to you? Most High tell King.
It should rule over.
It's going to rule over you. It's going to rule over you. Take over you. If you stand with Yah, sin can't take over you. But if you leave, y'all get what happens? Sin will consume you. He told you, it's gonna be your master. Your thought process gonna lead to sin more than to righteousness. You think I'm lying? Let's keep reading.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him.
He killed him. If you read the book of Joshua, he made an excuse of your sheep over in my field. And they doing this, they doing that. He used every excuse he could use to attack that man. Every excuse. Anything you name, he did it. Then he murdered his brother. After he murdered him, he threw him in a pot, a field, buried him. Then he started crying. The Most High confronted him. Read on.
And Yahweh said to Cain,
What did he say to him? Yeah, a simple question. Hey, man, your brother. That's how he asked him. He already knew where he was at. See, he told Adam, where you at? The Most High already knows what's going on. That separation. That's all it is. You're not sticking with Yah. Now you're separated from him. Now, hey, go ahead.
And he said,
What did he say?
I know not.
I don't know. What? I'm told bald fish like that fast.
And my brother's keeper.
Drop it on my brother all the time when we hold his hand. Look at this arrogant devil. Now murder his brother and then stood before the creator and told a bald face lie. Caught himself crying, putting the boy to the ground. It threw some dirt on top of him. It did turn around to the Most High. I don't know what the Negro is. Hey, am I my brother keep? I'm over holding his hand. Boy, that's an arrogant devil, was he not? Go ahead and read up.
And he said, what hast thou done?
The Most High asked him, what you done, boy? He knew he murdered his brother. He knew it. Go ahead.
The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
From the earth. He had been the earth. He buried him. Put him in the ground. Now his blood. He's talking to the creator because the earth never had human being blood in it like that. It never experienced a body be put in the ground. Cain was the first one Abel was the first one put in the earth. The earth never had a body in it before. Man wasn't dying then. There's the first man who died. There was no man died before Abel written in the book. We were cursed. The lifespan started breaking down, but wasn't nobody dead yet. Wasn't nobody in the ground yet. Recorded in scripture. Earth like, hey, this is the new to me, Most High. Most High said, hey, man, the earth told me where your brother at. This man's blood is spilled on the ground. You murdered this man. Go ahead.
The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Go ahead.
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength, A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
Now look at it. All this transpired because you couldn't stay with Yah. You are nothing now. You're nobody. It's a mark upon you. You're like a leopard now. Leprosy on you. That's your sign. All this transpired to you because you couldn't stay with Yah. You had one problem. You couldn't let the righteous rule over you. Look at the chain reaction happen to this man. Look at the chain reaction happen to us in captivity. Look at that chain reaction. Every time you break the law, it don't just affect you. It affects your whole household. It affects everyone. Because what you want to do and how you want to do it. Watch this. Go back to Ecclesiasticus. We're going to show you. View verse 9.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 9. The birds will resort unto their light, so will truth return unto them that practice in her.
You see that? If you want to be righteous, you're going to be with righteous. Amos 3:3 said what? How can two walk together? How can you do it? Birds of the feather do what? They stick together. The Most High just said it. We got to say it in the South. If a fox runs with a wolf long enough, he going to learn how to howl. Let me say it again. If a fox runs with a wolf long enough, he going to learn how to howl. Light and darkness have no fellowship. The Most High takes the same thing here in the scriptures. You can't have a homeboy that's worldly. This is my road dog. He can't be your road dog. That means you wicked. Bitter water and sweet water don't do what? The same fountain. It don't do that. It can't do it. It's the same thing in the world. All the water, it just don't what? It don't mix. Go buy some bigger red right now. They call it bigger red dressing, right? You buy that stuff and just leave your refrigerator. It don't be separated. The oil and the water separate. It's a shake well before you use it. You shake it up, the components come together, right? Put it back in the refrigerator, what happens? Separates again. It don't mix. The Creator just read the verse again. Don't take my word for it. Read it again.
Verse 9. The birds will resort unto their light, so will truth return unto them that practice in her.
If you practice truth, it gonna stay with you. It got to stay with you. It got to return to you. It can't go no other way. Not truth. Wickedness can, but not truth. If you're in truth, you stay in truth. But if your heart wicked, you stay in anything that's not righteous. Come on.
As the lion lieth in wait for the prey, so sin for them that work iniquity.
Did he say lies at the door? Did he say lie at the door? They tell Cain the same thing? How much watch them Nat Geo shows and said there could be no bush? You can't even tell you no bushes. They jump in that grass, that little Apollo sit there eating the food, jobbing with sideways. He chewed that grass pretty good. Little ear be flopping to the line, can't hear nothing. He just chewed all of a sudden, at the bushes, boy, climb on his butt. He's like, dang, where you come from? I'm telling you, he got him. He got him that fast. And the Creator said the same thing about wickedness, about sin. It just sit there. It's in there. It comes out like a lion catching his prey. He told that boy, sin lies at the door. Sin is easy to do. Living holy is easy to do. The choice is what you want. You want to stay with Yah, you want to stay with the flesh. It's the decision you have to make. Come on.
The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changes as the moon.
It does what?
Changes as the moon.
Boy, moon got cycles through the butt, don't it? New moon, full moon. That fool change jack the weather. Huh? The more I say check the weather. All right, the person be like, okay, man, let's see what's going on. Let's focus on this. They talk about 1 minute like this. What like that? Is you a comedian? We call it that called bipolar. Is you bipolar? You change like the moon. A fool do that. A righteous person know the law says stay with it. No matter what's going on, you stick with Yah. You don't turn your back on the Creator. But the book says a fool will do it. Read on.
If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
Now, a discreet person is somebody who sit there looking at something real carefully and understand what's going on. But be with somebody who undiscreet, that's like basically being with a fool. That's why he said, be with somebody who understands something. Be with a person who has some good understanding. Because you be with a person undiscreet, you're in a bad situation. Continue.
The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is the wantonness of sin.
The wantonness, that's their sport. That's their pleasure. Their pleasure is sin. Huh? They want unrighteous more than righteous because they don't want to stick with Yah. Because they saying the flesh is better than the Most High. So they do. Can you imagine that? You want the flesh more than the Creator? And Moshe had the same problem, we shook it off. David had the same problem, he shook it off. We want the flesh more than the Creator. And the Most High say, what you going to do when I visit you? Read on.
The talk of him that sweareth much maketh the hair stand upright. And their brawls make one stop his ears.
They don't want to hear no more. They don't want to hear all that. Don't want to hear all that. They're profane talking. You're like, dog, man, your mouth that nasty? You gotta make the hair on your neck. You're like, man, dang, man, do you do anything besides that? That's all you do? You got a saying up there. That boy there cuff like a, what do you say, cuff like a sailor, drink like a fish. That nasty mouth, something like they say got a sewer mouth, a potty mouth. All that stuff, nobody want to hear all that, man. It turns a person's ears away. It stops the ears up. Man, I don't want to hear it. Because even communication, what it does, it corrupts it. It corrupts good manners. It'll be your spirit in a minute. You're like, dang, where could this cussing spirit come from? It hop on you. Stop your ears up. Go ahead.
The strife of the proud is bloodshedding.
Oh.
And their revelings are grievous to the ear.
The revelings is the same thing. It's profanity. Look it up yourself. Don't take my word for it. Get your Bible dictionary, look the words up. It's the stopping of the ears. No one want to hear it. It's like bloodshed. Come on.
Whoso discovers secrets loseth his credit, and shall never find friend to his mind.
Come on.
Love thy friend.
Love who?
Thy friend.
Your enemy.
Thy friend.
You supposed to forgive them. The Bible said turn the other cheek. Put in mind that brother, man. Them Hebrews. And what was it? A Methodist church? Methodist church? There's a big people coming to shut the folks and kill the folks in that church? The Israelites?
Yeah, I know.
I had to come down toward this situation. Crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
there was more of it. You sent me the link. I won't look at that.
You don't want that.
Okay. They say this Edomite Sunday service the whole time. The congregation heard the teacher teach the word. What he say was teaching. Watch them have a good time when they sweet Jesus. Do you not? Then he told them before he got rid of the murder. I think he murdered 7 to 9. I can't get the number right. I think he get the number right. It was more than 5. Told him, I sat here and heard you teach. I was debating, should I kill you or not? I was debating, he said. He got up and started murdering them, pastor and all. In the words these so-called, the words these Israelites spoke to this heathen, after he blew their pastor's head off his shoulder, shot the rest of them, they told that heathen they forgive him. Oh, yeah. They told that heathen they forgive him. All of them told the heathen that. Not all of them. I'm talking majority of teachers they forgive him. And then check this out.
They didn't put them on TV. They made a movie, and at the end of the movie,
they show real people.
They show the real people. They survivors.
I want that link. I want you to see it too.
There's one guy that said, "I don't care what he say. I don't care what these folks say. I would never forget."
Send me that link. I want to see the movie. I don't care. I want to see the movie. I want to see what you're talking about. I want to see it. Then the Edomite police officer take him to where he take him to? Wendy's somewhere? Why he had it his way, huh? Yeah. To the Burger King as a lead. Can you imagine that, man? The wickedness of that? And the Most High told you, love your friend. That boy is an enemy to you, Zion. They ain't no friend. A friend don't get that and murder you. The Most High told you that man your enemy. He told you Deuteronomy will be sold to your enemy. Is that the same kind of person you talking about right there, the Edomite? How you your friend then? He said, love the what? Your friend. Israel is your friend. That's your brother. That's the day he said, love thy neighbor as thyself. He talking about you loving your brother. Not no strange nation. Unless he a law keeper born in your house. You gonna forgive somebody. They tell you don't talk like that because you bring division in the country. It's amazing. We bring division in the country. We don't want to get murdered for nothing. It's amazing. We don't want to bring division in the country, and we don't want to get slaughtered by our enemy, our oppressors, and they find themselves not guilty. But it's amazing. We don't want to bring division in the country. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about slavery. That's old, boy. You still talk about Pearl Harbor then. The Indian War. Why still bring that up? Why you still bring up the Boston Tea Party? And that old stuff? Why didn't you do that in school then? I mean, it's old stuff. Why you still discussing 9/11? It's old, ain't it? The Most High told Israel, stick with me, love your enemy, love your friend, not your enemy. And when he love your enemy, he talking about Israelite, he talking about who did it like that. Don't go hang your son and you in court on. It's okay, master. Huh? What? Man, you mentally ill. Read on up.
And be faithful unto him.
And be faithful unto who?
Unto him.
Your friend. Because a friend is still closer than a what?
A brother.
Come on.
But if thou betrayest his secrets, follow no more after him.
Don't be with him. Don't be saying animosity. I can't tell you nothing, boy. You a mockingbird. You tell you what thing, you gonna tell the whole world. News at 12. Come on.
For as a man has destroyed his enemy, so hast thou lost the love of thy neighbor.
It's animosity now. Come on.
As one that letteth a bird go out of his hand, so hast thou let thy neighbor go, and shalt not get him again.
Because you betrayed him. You told that personal information. They don't want food you no more. Come on.
Follow after him no more, so he is too far off. He is as a roe escaped out of the snare.
Come on.
As for a wound, it may be bound up, but after rivalry there may be reconciliation. But he that betrayeth secrets is without hope.
Man, no hope. Somebody might have a wound, can heal. Somebody cuss you out, you might can squash it. He said, but if you do like that, ain't no hope behind it. You done broke your friend's trust, man. Ain't no hope behind it. Come on.
He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil.
He that do what?
Winketh with the eyes worketh evil.
What's that slick look right there? Come on.
And he that knoweth him will depart from him.
You gonna do what?
Depart from him.
Look at that young man with void of understanding. Shooting an eye at him, talking about, come on to the house. What he do? Follow right behind him. They say a void of understanding. But who understand gonna leave from wickedness? Come on.
When thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy work.
Watch out now.
But at the last, he will write his mouth and slander thy sayings.
But when you turn your back, he'll humble sin against you. Face to face is your best friend. That's your nutty buddy. The book tell you never trust your enemy. He like rust. He ain't gonna move away. Wipe it away, get it coming right back. Come on.
Man, I have hated many things, but nothing like him. For Yahweh will hate him.
For who hate him?
Yahweh.
For who hate him?
Yahweh.
Daniel chapter 3. Start verse 1. Sticking with Yahweh hate him. Yahweh hate anybody who ain't down with him. He hate him. Y'all go talk about these people. Most I love all these people. Most I love all these people, man. Most I love those who do what?
Love me.
You love me, I love you. If you don't love me, most I say he ain't wrong with you. Because loving him is keeping his commandments. Daniel 3:1.
Book of Daniel chapter 3, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold.
He made a what?
Image of gold.
An image. A thing. A body. A work of. Come on.
Whose height was 3 square cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon.
He made a big old statue of South Babylon in front of everybody. Look at this. Now, ain't it amazing how people make statues they put in front of what? Stadiums? Statue of Michael Jordan. Everybody going, I see Michael Jordan's statue. They buy that for Michael Jordan's statue. Well, it's Mike, y'all. It's Mike. Where's Bill Russell's statue? That's Kobe's statue. Where does that come from? Go ahead, tell him memorial. Okay.
The Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
Now look at this. He got the heads first. Brought them together. What the head gonna do? The head gonna put the word out. You gotta do the same thing to get your head. Come on.
Then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then and Harold cried out aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages.
Nation and languages. To you is commanded. When that the answer comes for, rise up, put your hand on your chest. When a judge come in the room, rise for your honor. To you is commanded. That's what the book say.
That at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
Now, let me get a little history on this. The kingdom of Israel was divided in 975 BC. That when Solomon's son that decided, I'm not going to do what my daddy said, because our prophesied the king going to be ranked. So 975 BC, this came to pass. 721 BC, that's when Assyrian captivity came to Israel. You see that in 1 Kings, the Assyrian captivity, around 17th chapter, when it was over for him. It was over. No more coming back. 586 BC, here is this Babylonian captivity we're reading about right now. Yeah. It ended around 530 BC. 586 BC to 530 BC. This is your Babylonian captivity. So now Most High warned the captivity came. He told Jeremiah, they're going to happen to you now. They didn't want to hear it. He threw them in captivity. Now here you're in this Babylonian captivity. King Nebuchadnezzar said, the Most High, something come get y'all. They got you now. He said, now I'm going to make your image. And this image, you're going to bow down to it. Because you want to stick it with Yah. Every time we want to stick with the Most High, we go in captivity. And it's amazing, man. Babylonian captivity, because we want to stick with the Most High. Assyrian captivity, because we want to stick with the Most High. We don't want to stick with them. Persian, all Medes, all of them. We won't stick with them. He say, do, we do opposite. Okay, you want to listen to me? Yeah, go in captivity. That's the theme of it. You don't want to serve me, serve your oppressor. Excuse me, go serve your master. I guarantee it'll be worse. Because serving me ain't bad. It's bad if you want to be holy. Now you're in Babylonian captivity. This man put a decree out. What's the decree out? Read that again. Think of decree.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. Then the herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded.
It's commanded. That's a must then. Come on.
All people, nations, and languages.
Okay, who are you in the providence? It's a commandment for you. Go ahead.
That at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image of that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up.
You do what to it?
Fall down and worship.
Bow down before it and give it praise. This 586 BC, you told to do this. Bow down for him. And you see BC mean what? Before Christ. 586 years before Christ was born, you in Babylon captivity, bow down before a golden image. Come on.
And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fury furnace.
Ooh. Boy, gonna stick with y'all now. If you don't bow down, like I told you, I'm gonna cook you. Don't even let her cook somebody on that. All the Maccabee when they're cooking us, put us in skillets and stuff. Bring it to steak. You think you're a witch? Don't even love to cook somebody, boy. Cannibals, man. Yeah. You see them look up one time before? They cannibals, man. You didn't watch them. They eat people up. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet,
Uh-huh.
flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
They fell down and worshiped. Wow, look at that one. Come on.
Wherefore, at the time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews.
Accuse who?
The Jews.
The Israelites. Come on.
They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever.
Live for what?
Forever.
It's same turn to the beast thing.
Yep.
Come on.
Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, sackbut, psaltery, and desma, and all kinds of music, shall fall down and worship the golden image.
Shall do it. Come on.
And whoso fall not down and worship, that he shall be cast into the midst of a burning fury furnace.
They say you're not Babylonian patriot or not. You're showing patriotism. In captivity, look at that. Whatever these laws are, they get out. When you don't follow, they want to kill you. America no different, man. These folks make these laws. As long as you go with these laws, you're okay. Once you go against it, gonna be some drama. Bow down for the image. I don't want to do it. They bow down freely for old Caesar boy shit. Break your neck, get to that church on Sunday morning, bow down for that white man. In a pamper with rib cage showing. Big old depend on. I just got a big depend on in history, man. I ain't never so pepper big on a person's body. I just pepper be wet by stuff off down to the thighs, man. Big old giant depend. Break your neck to go to that building on Sunday morning to worship the image of the beast. And you do it with joy. Sing all kind of songs to them. All the middle of the aisle dancing, breaking your shoes for them. Wigs falling off. Stockings got runs in them. Getting all musty, your makeup come off your face, earrings falling out your ears. Had you heard a rap and fell down. All that going on to worship the enemy, an idol god. You're doing the same thing that these people said, but now you're doing it freely. They ain't forcing you no more. Because they already got you already, according to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, we destroyed you mentally. But you got irons on your neck. Now you run to the Persian or the Median or the Babylonian god. Look, even the Philistine god come alive again. Their God, he alive again in Christianity. You ever notice in Christianity have that fish behind their bumper sticker? They put that word Jesus in the middle of that fish. You know what that fish represents? That represents their God. He was a fish god. Look up for yourself, the Bible, the Philistine god, a fish head. Now it's in Christianity. Ain't nothing new on the sun. Yet the cross you wearing come from the Hamites, the Ark. It's the same thing, man. Y'all just run behind the same old thing who've been recycled through history. They've been recycled over and over again, and y'all running full speed to it. The Most High said, don't bow down to it. Don't but praise, don't but worship it. Oh, we got to go to it, man. Nebuchadnezzar said, bow down. People start complaining, though. It's some Israelites that do what you say do. It's not familiar, don't it? It's like a book of Esther, didn't it? But Mordecai says some people in the providence who diverse with anybody who don't want to be nothing that we say. Don't want to do nothing we say. Haman got mad. Haman said, kill him. Let's hang him. Boy, did the hang come up to him and his whole family? Most I heard all of them. Boy, ain't the Most High good. Go ahead, Rhea.
There are whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon.
Oh, this boy got rank. Come on. I love it. Read on.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That bad boy Negro. That bad Negro. A big go. That's that bad Negro right there. That's bad one all of. Meshach, Shadrach, that bad boy Negro. Come on with it.
These men, O king, has not regarded thee.
Mm.
They serve not thy gods.
Don't do what?
They serve not thy gods.
Right. Stick with the Most High. Stick with the Creator.
Amen.
We ain't fool with your Elohim. Little E, not big one. Come on.
Nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up.
We ain't thinking about it. Come on.
Then Nebuchadnezzar in his rage and fury commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Oh, he teed off. You know they telling him? You kiss our ashy elbow. We thinking about you. All of the elbow. Look at that. All that right there. Kiss all of it. The elbow getting ashy in your knees, don't it? Kiss all of it. We ain't buying down. We thinking about it. He mad. He raw. They in my house and they don't do what I say do. Here I come. Did they get scared? Let's read on.
Then they brought these men before the king.
Uh-oh.
Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them,
What do you say?
Is it true?
Man, is they lying on y'all? Because look, y'all supposed to be homeboys, man. Man, is it true, man? Man, stop lying, man. Is it true? Why would they tell him?
Oh, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That bad a Negro, I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up.
Mm.
Now, if ye be ready, that at what time you hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sequoia, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music.
Boy, how many musicians he had? He had a live band, didn't it? Come on.
Ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning furious furnace.
They love to cook you, boy. I tell you. Come on.
And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands?
Boy, he's had to do from Assyria and Isaiah, don't it? Them arrogant heathens, boy. Who will deliver you out of my? What hand you got?
The gates.
I'm telling you, boy, he need to get arrogant. He lays out. That is in America. We got the biggest country in the bad military. You know, redneck. You know, military. He knows that. You can't shoot down. Have we shoot down a balloon out of the sky? Talking military. Man, come on, read, man.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king,
What did they say to that heathen?
O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this manner.
Come on.
If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fury furnace.
What?
And he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king.
The God we serve. The Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now he gonna deliver. What you talking about? Nothing, man. He got us. We know that he's a man now. He hot now. Because you putting something over him. I'm a Edomite, or I'm a Gentile, or I'm a Hamite. You put the Bible on me. They get mad then, boy. They so arrogant and don't have no boundaries to it. They get upset when you tell them what the 411 is, though. Go ahead.
But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury.
Oh, he hides the 357 project now. You don't do what? Boy, crown turned sideways, wipe out his head, hit his robe. Boy, he mad now, boy. He hides the 357 project. You don't do what? About turned sideways, little Julian No came out. Then he the hot. So y'all, you gotta picture this thing. This is a so-called king, man. You gonna confront the king from his whole nation? You know how this is your dad in your household? You talk crazy your dad, your mama in the house? How was that then? They take you something, you sit there and be bold in front of, oh, you gonna try in front of company? In front of company? Oh, about y'all, Negro. But the South, you won't never gonna try in front of company, baby. You gonna act different because somebody over here like gonna say to you. Oh, you know your chores, but you gonna do different, huh? You bold now all of a sudden. They say you smell yourself. And boy, the smell you got for you, boy, you obey, boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I do what, please?
I'll take you out.
Say it slow to get it. That's the answer. What that's the answer is?
I brought you this word. I'll take you out.
I don't think a Negro alive never heard that before. Okay, Tim, you probably somewhere in Bangladesh. That heard that right there from an Israelite. I brought you. That's not the answer right there. I brought you in, boy. I take you out. This king mad, man. He ticked off. He hot. What he do next?
Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nebuchadnezzar, full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That bad boy Negro. Come on.
Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace over 7 times more than it was wont to be heated.
Boy, he wanted it just hot. He said, put 7 times to it now. It'll tick me off. I want to disintegrate it.
1 7 times 17.
Huh? I want to disintegrate it. I want them cooked. I want to break the scale. I want the doughs to melt. I want that hot. Is he not furious now? Boy, it's drive-by shooting time. He ready. Go ahead.
And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Them big old heathens. The one on steroids. The one living up cows and stuff. Go get them. Lock them up.
To cast them into the burning fury furnace.
Oh, watch out now.
Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fury furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame and of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
And that bad boy Negro. It's so hot that one threw a minute that backfire cooked them. You know, they used to take over that oven up, boy, that he hit that whiskey, boy, they used to go back the other way. I know spirit up for is open up the boy that hurt your head, get a little cooked to it. I'm just saying. They open the oven door if you have on 350. The food bill about out, I'm checking this food real fast. Open the thing, let her get like, woo. Imagine it was fire door out. It's concealed in a flame. Open up whatever disintegrated. But what happened to them 3 Hebrew boys though? Them Israelites. Come on.
And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound in the midst of the burning fury furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astounded, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound in the midst of the fire? The answer said unto the king, True, O king. And he answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose.
You see how many men?
4 men.
They what?
Loose, walking in the midst of the fire.
How you bound now you loose? They was bound, the book say. Now the book say they are loose. The Most High, the fire so hot it burnt. Whoever had them bound. Now they loose. Because they already told him, now if you try to do this, he's what?
Hey.
He's already. Huh, come on with it.
And they have no hurt.
No what?
No hurt.
Man, my hair even cooked. Beard still in good health. Oil sheen still on it. I thought oil sheen was flammable. They got all kind of herbs on the beard, all kind of oil. Hey, oil's flammable. It should caught on fire instantly, shouldn't it? But fibers some fibers are flammable, real flammable. And nothing happened to them. No harm done to them because they stuck with Yah. Can you imagine that? You see, Most High so hard, you could be in a building, so I can do some shooting. Every bullet miss you. If the bullet hits you, it don't hurt you. Man, it's impossible. These boys is fire, man. Ain't nothing wrong with them. The people who put them in there, they got incinerated. Got cooked, but they still a good health. But my y'all ain't able. We out of the Red Sea, huh? We passed over that. We're in a Babylonian captivity. The Most High still showing signs and wonders and miracles. Because you want to live holy for him. You want to be what he say be. You want to do what he say do. And you in a fire first. He said, I got your back. Don't worry about it. I see 3. He said, no, it's 4 in there now. How the 4th boy look like? Read on.
And the form of the 4th is like the son of Elohim.
What? Somebody said there was a manual back then holding up for him. A real physical person came into the fire to be a covering over them. Don't we pray to Most High, loose your angels around us all the time to protect us? We try to be dangerous highways, and we go to bed at night. Again, we never had one blowout, man. Traveling on highways is a company together going to visit, have we? Not one car wreck or nothing. The Most High let everything pass over us. He take us there safely. He bring us back every time. Excuse me. It's not too hard for him, man. Read on.
Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fury furnace and spake and said,
What do you say?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
But watch this devil. Come on.
Ye servants of the Most High Elohim.
Of the who?
Of the Most High
Of
Elohim.
the who?
Of the Most High Elohim.
The Most High. This he had to call on the name of the Creator. Boy, I know the Most High got y'all back. The Most High got y'all. The Most High Elohim. Oh, he recognized no other Elohim, huh? He made their enemy they will. He broke their own head. Come on.
Servants of the Most High Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
Come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, captains, and kings, counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed.
But I'm talking about none of them burn. I told her, I'm do it. They in fire though. It's like we went to Williams for 40 years. Folks' shoes still good. Can Jordan do that? Come on, read, man.
Neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them.
They didn't even have a fire smell on them. Nothing was wrong with them. Watch the next verse say.
Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him.
They did what?
Trusted in him.
They stuck with Yah. They stuck with him in the face of adversity. This man tell you, I'm going to burn you up if you don't do what I say do. These boys say we're going to stick with the Most High. And if you do burn us up, guess what? He was able to deliver us. And he couldn't do it. He just seen us to be admirers. He just let us get do it. Same way Eleazar with the swine flesh. He could deliver that man. He said, I'm going myself by as a man to the torment. Take me right now. You want me arrogant? I'm more arrogant for the Elohim. Let's go. What the hold up is. That's the mentality to have come to Elohim. What's the hold up, heathens? You talking beheading us for keeping these laws? What you waiting for? Let's go. Because we ain't going nowhere. This thing is to death. This ain't the thing we do when we feel like doing it. And they could light on you don't want to do it no more. No, this is to death right here. To the casket drop, as we said. There's no routine. We ain't doing it for no trend, no fashion statement. As others do. What's that boy name from that movie Live Ticket? How he is right now, he act like everybody Israelite.
Brandon T. Jackson.
We ain't doing it for a Brandon T. Jackson trend. A my set our style of my. They don't trend for us. This every day, all day. Look at what Hollywood and said. You anti-Semitic. Nigga, I'm Semitic already. How can I be anti? Come on, Kyrie. How can I be anti-Semitic? I know I'm Semitic already. Wake up, Israel. Read on up.
I have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any God except their own God. Therefore, I make a decree.
Boy, you making a what?
A decree.
Boy, you making a rulership statement. Come on.
That every people, nation, language will speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort.
He said, if anybody speak bad against the Most High, but kill him. Don't put your mouth on him, but blow your head off.
And your family, your house.
Oh, look, a hit on your whole household. You put a hit on the whole house. If you say it's a decree out, if you say anything bad about Elohim, will come get you. I'm gonna cut you to pieces. I want who gonna feed you to.
I'm gonna guarantee you did.
Boy, everybody.
Leaving none.
Boy, I'm talking about baby head, baby. Head off the baby and everything. I'm gonna kill your whole household if you say one word against the Most High Yah. That's a Gentile, man. Then what happened when you stay with the Most High? He makes the enemies your what?
Footstool.
Your footstool. Bring it out.
Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.
Time out. He gonna put a hit on you, talk against the Most High, and then gave him a raise. Am I reading this right? I'm gonna put a hit on you for being against Elohim, and on top of that, I'm gonna give you a raise. Who won't serve an Elohim like that? Well, it ain't nothing though. Because niggas don't want to serve. Watch this. Give me that story about Susanna. Go Susanna real fast. I'm going to show you about how wicked it. Now, we're talking about sticking with Yah, right? There's some Hebrews that don't stick with Yah, and some Hebrews that do stick with Yah. Now, watch what happened to an Israelite who decided to stick with Yah, and an Israelite who decided not to stick with the Most High Yah.
The book of Susanna, chapter 1.
That's all it is, one chapter. Just say the book of Susanna. Hebrew one chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 1.
Uh-huh.
There dwelt a man in Babylon called Jason.
Where we at now? We in Babylon. We still in that time period, man. We in Babylon still. Daniel's still in the house. Daniel's still there. We're still in captivity. Excuse me. Go ahead.
And he took a wife whose name was Susanna.
Boy, he got a wife named Susanna. What about Susanna, man? Talk about Susanna.
The daughter of Chessis,
Uh-huh.
a very fair woman.
She was what?
A very fair woman.
Boy, she was right. She wasn't tender-eyed enough. She wasn't tender-eyed. The book said she was foul. I mean, she looked good. Come on.
And one that feared Yahweh.
And she what?
Feared Yahweh.
She stayed with the Most High. She reverenced him. She obeyed what he said do. The book says she feared the Most High. Come on.
Her parents also were righteous.
Her who?
Her parents also were righteous.
Her parents were some righteous people. They taught her the Most High way. Come on.
And taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
Uh-huh.
Now Joseph was a great rich man and had a fair garden joining unto his house.
Mm-hmm.
And to him resorted the Israelites because he was more honorable than all others.
Now, he had a hangout spot. You see that? His house was the hangout spot. Like, hey, man, we're going to hang out with his house today, man. He had a hangout spot. The book said he got a hangout spot. Come on.
The same year were appointed two of the ancients of the people to be
two what?
Of the ancients.
Now, here are two old Hebrews that know the ways of Yah. Two of the ancients. Come on.
So, of the people to be judges.
To be what?
Judges.
So they won't be helping us out. They judges.
Such as Yahweh spake of, that wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges who seemed to govern the people.
They were wicked from Babylon, and who seemed to do what the people? Govern the people. Excuse me, we're going to tell you the right way. Hey, man, this way for us to do now. We don't fool the Babylonians to the most. We're going to be right now. This is the job of these two men who hung this brother out.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
These kept much of Joseph's house, and all that had any suits in law came unto them.
Now they in the house chilling. If they had a problem, come to me. These two Hebrew judges, man. Elders. Watching the household, man. They supposed to teach you to stick with Yah. Why would these Negroes do though?
Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk.
She now doing her business. She go her garden just to walk around, man. Everybody going. She on confusion, know how she looked in the neck, she looked good. Her shape was, but say she looked good. She walked around the garden, mind her own business. Why would transpire?
And these two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so their lust was inflamed toward her.
Boy, they seen her walking and said, boy, she looking good. Now they lusted. They're like, dang, man. Too old Hebrew, man. See this young sister holler, boy, she right. Every day they see they holler, boy, we got to get that. Look at this. You're supposed to be telling me to do that. This is a married woman. You can't stop looking at her. And you elders in Israel. The two that you supposed to be appointed in this captivity at this Hebrew house, the hangout spot, watching over everybody, make sure everything good, judging according to the law. This who you supposed to be. But all of a sudden, this Hebrew sister, that you ain't seen, now you seen her. And every you see her, man, she looking, boy, look at her. Boy, oh, I got to get, oh, man. The book says lust starting to grow towards her. What do you think they want to do to her?
Flame.
Whoa, boy. They were burning on reaches, man. Excuse me. I know we're taking PG, but sometimes we just say idea because we got to give you an image of what's transpired here. This ain't no Edomite biblical cartoon. You see? This reality. These Negroes sitting there getting rock hard. Look at this woman. They inflamed. They laws on fire. And a married woman, and they knew it from her husband. They judges sent here in Israel to make sure you holy, not work at the Babylon captivity. What the book say? They inflamed for. We're ready to flip them. As you say in the world, sick Israelites. These are elders, huh? Tell us, bring it out. These what I'm talking about. Go ahead, read out.
And they perverted their own mind and turned away.
They did what?
Perverted their own mind.
Well, a man said he's dropping by the what?
The lust of his own flesh.
So in their mind, they don't want this woman. When you holler, that made me do it. Off the brakes. They pervert their own mind. But I want you to do it like this. How she looking no clothes on? I want how good this is. They mind being perverted now. What do you think they're thinking about? That's a question. What do you think they're thinking about? Do they sit and talk about, I want to get you a good biscuit? How she roasts a lamb. You think anything about that? Read on.
And turned away their eyes that they might not look unto heaven.
Oh, that be a turned they back on the Most High. They don't want to keep the commandments no more. They wanted that Israelite sister walking around minding her business in the garden. These two elders sat here to help rule in Israel. Boy, look at here. Read on.
Nor remember just judgments.
No, the commandment. What commandment? Don't come here. Dutch, where did it come from? They don't remember nothing no more. All they want is that Israelite sister walking in that garden. Boy, she must have apples and oranges and pears. They might say, we don't want no law no more. We don't want none of that. We just want her. But then you do what? It was in them the whole time. That lust spirit. Go ahead.
And albeit they both were wounded with her love.
They both. Whoa. Wounded. It's like that Dawid's son who said, I can't have my sister. Wanted so bad he felt ill when he didn't touch her. Huh? To the point he did what to her?
Right.
He raped her. Wow. Boy, let's go that strong. Yeah. Read on.
Yet does not one show another his grief.
But they don't tell about it, man. Look, man, I got to hear that, man. They will tell you how bad it was. They just suffering, lusting. Go ahead.
For they were ashamed to declare their lust that they desired to have to do with her.
See, they shameful because they know they elders. So they won't tell each other they hot for. What pressure bust or what?
Right.
Let's see the pipe get ready to bust. Go ahead.
Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her.
Mm.
And one said to another, Let us now go home, for it is dinner time. So when they were gone out, they parted from one another. And turning back again, they came. And after they had asked one another the cause, they acknowledged their lust, and appointed a time both together when they might find her alone.
Now look at that. These Negroes together lie, say, hey man, I'm hard to lay on, man. I'm going to the house. He walk off, I walk off. We both walk off. Boss and both come back. What you doing here, man? What you doing here? Why don't you go home? Man, what happened was, they got to confess they listen to the sister. The whole time trying to lie. They confess then, hey man, I want this girl. Give me an idea when we're going to get it. Hey man, we're going to hit it like this. They plotting how to sleep with a married woman and they elders in Israel. Go ahead.
And it fell out as they watched a fit time. She went in as before with two maids only. And she was desirous to wash herself in the garden.
Uh-oh.
For it was hot.
They're going to blow up now. They been bite her. She going to watch herself. They already hot behind her. And she been in the bed. Whoa. Go ahead.
And there was nobody there save the two elders, and they hid themselves and washed her. Then she said to her maids, Bring me oil and washing balls, and shut the garden doors that I may wash me.
Oh boy. A great show.
And they did as she bade them, and shut the garden doors, and went out themselves at privy doors to fetch the things that she had commanded them.
Go ahead.
But they sought not the elders because they were hid. Now when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us. Now we are in love with thee. Therefore consent unto us and lie with us.
Lie with us. Train. Threesome. How you want to call it? Sound graphic? No, they won't. They want a threesome with this married woman. Don't want one at a time. They want it together. Oh boy. They stay with y'all. We got to have you, baby. Give it to us. We want you. She's like, what ain't y'all elders? Read on, Hebrew.
If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst take thy maids from thee. Then Susanna sighed.
Hold up. You can't make this up. They saying to her, if you don't commit adultery with us, we're going to say you commit adultery and you'll get stoned because one committed adultery, she dead right there on the spot. In front of 2 or 3 women, everything be what? Established. She knew that penalty meant death, man. She knew that. If we said you commit adultery, you're going to die. But she decided to stick with Yah. Go ahead.
Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straitened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me. And if I do not, I cannot escape your hands.
If I commit adultery, I'm going to die. If I don't commit adultery, I'm still going to die. That's what you're saying. Go ahead.
It is better for me to fall into the hands, and it is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of Yahweh.
I'd rather just die than fool with y'all. She stuck with Yah. Do you hear that? Hebrew boy, same way. In the face of death, she decides to stay with Yah. Skip down. I went down to verse 36.
Verse 36. And the elders said, as we walked into the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the garden doors and sent her maids away. Then a young man who there was hid came unto her and lay with her.
Mm.
Then we that stood in a corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out.
Cause he ran over.
But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things we do testify.
Mm-hmm.
Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death.
They elders, they judges, they're not lying. Kill her.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said,
What you say?
O everlasting Elohim, thou knowest the secrets and knowest all things before they be. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
Mm.
And Yahweh heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, Yahweh raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
Look at that. Finna die, Most High put the rock in Daniel.
Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman.
Mm.
Then all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken?
He said, I don't believe she did it. That's what he said. I don't believe she did it. What you talking about? Watch this. Go ahead.
So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth ye have condemned a daughter of Israel?
Mm-hmm.
Return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us, seeing Elohim have given thee the hour of an elder. The honor of an elder.
Mm-hmm.
Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxing old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light.
Mm-hmm.
For thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast commanded the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit Yahweh said, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them companying together?
Now, you can't lie. You separate them. They have time to rehearse nothing. What tree you on? Why would you say?
Who answered, under a mystery tree.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own hand. Even now the angel of Elohim have received the sentence of Elohim to cut thee in two.
Oh, you did already. I know you lied. Come on.
So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O seed of Canaan, and not of Judah.
Oh, you're an Israelite.
Beauty have deceived thee, and lust have perverted thine heart.
That's right.
Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with you. But the daughter of Judah will not abide your wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore tell me, under what tree didst thou take them companying together? Who answered, under a home tree.
Oh.
Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou also lied against thy own head, for the angel of Elohim waited with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. That all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised Elohim, who saved them that trust in him.
Come on.
And they arose against the two elders, for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth.
2 judges now of Israel lied.
In the midst of the people.
2 judges. For the righteous man tell how to keep the law, they were lying. They want 3 children for young sisters who were married. Keep telling them, let's overtake y'all, man. Sad day is. Go ahead.
And they arose against the two elders, for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth. And according to the law of Moses, they did unto them such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor, and they put them to death. Thus the innocent blood was saved the same day.
Hallelujah.
Then, therefore, Chesias and his wife praised Elohim for their daughter Susanna and Joseph her husband, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonesty found in her. From that day forth was Daniel was Daniel had a great reputation in the sight of the people.
Look at that. Innocent until proven guilty. Blind eyes said she was guilty. Daniel said, no, these guys full of lust. Spiritual eye, the Ruach can see that. Flesh can see that though. Ruach saw it. The sister aborted death because she decided to stay with Yah. In the face of death, she still said, I'm going to stick with the Most High Yah. All right, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Amen. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished. Of making many books, there is no end.
That's right.
And much study is the weariness of the flesh.
So waste your time, read all these books. You got to do the manuscript at all. The Ascension of Isaiah, the book of Enoch 1 and 2. Don't have the manuscript, man.
No. Let us to the conclusion of the whole matter.
The bottom line to the laws and commandments. What the bottom line is?
Fear Elohim.
Reverence the Most High.
And keep his commandments.
Don't break nothing he told you to do.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's the job of Israel.
For Elohim shall bring every worker to judgment with every secret thing.
You just see that?
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
We just saw Susan in it. Susanna. Secret thing brought the judgment in it.
Amen.
The Most High said, saying Elohim yesterday, today, forevermore. I tell you not. Israel, we love you. We pray stay focused.
Amen.
We pray that something was said today that carries your mind, heart, and soul to stick with Yah. What it been saying, Zion, keep these laws or die trying. Shalom. Shalom, Israel. At the time you have now.